names that we're going to go through for ourselves. So, why are these characters important to Harry Potter? Pick one and go.
You want to go? I can go. All right. I'm actually not. I can go to a specific one, but I think in general, so much in Harry Potter is about bullying and about the consequences of being bullied. And as much as we hear over and over that the big three, like, oh, people don't like them, people are mean to them. Yeah, I wish I was as popular as Hermione had ever been, like desperately. So I think for people that really do read these books from a point of alienation, we are all Luna. We are like, because she doesn't change topics all the time because she's not making sense. It's that other people can't keep up.
Yeah, have a long conversation with me. You'd be surprised how many times I just go off in another direction. My fiance can attest to that fact.
Shiny but relevant.
Well, I also think that it enriches the world. I mean, just these characters are real. All of us know. Well, all right. So, yeah, I relate really well to Luna. Yeah, it's just I really relate well to Colin, Creepy, but these people are real. I think all of us have gone to school, or if you love Harry Potter, but you have to go to work. For the adults in here. But we know people who are just like these people, and what J.K. Rowling does is she brings out these human qualities in people that I think just it really enriches her books. And that's what it just makes her books better than most other books.
Okay, I guess I'm last. I agree as well. I think that the freaks and geeks in the series give a well balanced, view to the characters that we see. We see the strong characters and we see the ones who are always in the forefront doing everything. But I really think that a lot of what goes on in the world is the minor characters are the ones that we don't see all the time. Those are the ones who tend to have a large impact when we don't expect it. And I think it's really good that we get to see this and we get to identify, because all the characters that we have on this list, everyone I think can identify with some small piece of them. And I think it's kind of good that we get to see them and we get to see how these characters grow and develop and make a difference.
Yeah, these characters complete the world. They really fill everything else out past the big three. And I'll admit, in that last book, I was far more interested about what's happening to those side characters than I ever did about the big three.
And also, I feel like so many of those characters, we learned to love them. We didn't love them when they first appeared. For me, Davey was a character that annoyed me through every single book. And then in that last book, I cried harder at that than anything else in the series. And also just forgot, what was that, the house elf that the... Creature, to me, actually has one of the most moving moments in the whole book, because when you get that story of how was he involved with the situation with Regulus and the amulet, and it's like, well, why didn't you die? My master ordered me not to. That's shocking, and a type of loyalty that is as horrible as Creature was as a person, as a house elf. Whatever he was. It's incredibly compelling. It's the type of loyalty we all wish we could experience, but would all be terrified to experience. And it's really special.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to actually have a life-size Dobby in my office at my work, in my library cubicle.
I'm not sure if that's cool or creepy.
Well, the thing is it creeps everybody else out, so the only place they could put it where it wouldn't creep everybody else out was in my office. So I was like, sure, I'll take them.
Oh, you have to have fun with that. You gotta bring him out there just as a joke. Oh man, you can do stuff with that.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, so with these characters specifically, which one or ones add specifically to our heroes and their hero quest and all the stuff that goes on throughout the whole cycle? Pick one or two, or
you got Moaning Myrtle. She was phenomenal. Without her, great. Now I'm drawing a blank. Those quests that they were doing. She gave them the hints they needed to, move the story forward. In the bathroom. I can't
Well, she did it in 2 books.
Yeah, she did 2 books, yeah. Yeah, she was, I mean, she was a great character.
I think also with Moaning Myrtle, just in Half-Blood Prince especially, because of the fact that Draco chose her as an unlikely confidant, we got to see a side of Draco that up till then we really didn't see. Like, everybody really thought that Draco had just gone off the deep end, he was a Death Eater, whatever you may have thought. And then with him confiding in Myrtle, we see that, there's a vulnerability, there's, he's scared, he's doing something against his will that he doesn't really believe in. And it's in that moment, I think, that everyone starts to sympathize with Draco and see that he's not really what we thought he was.
And I also think there's a sense of Harry Potter being that ordinary people can save the world, but most of the characters, Harry isn't ordinary, he has a destiny. And it's these side characters that really help get things done and are the ordinary people and are heroes not because they have the most skills, but because they step up. Effort matters. And that I'm sure Hermione's a great student and she works really hard, and Harry does scary things, and Ron puts up with a lot of crap and saves the day. But at the end of the day, ordinary people who have been told not to believe in themselves, stepping up to get it done, that's what's inspiring in these books, I think.
Is there one other character specifically that you're thinking of?
Neville.
Neville.
And not just the books, because in general I prefer the books to the film, but in the films, Neville is the most amazing thing I have ever seen, and just made me love that character, because he doesn't care what people think of him. He's going to learn to dance, and he's going to be happy, and he's going to do stuff no matter how scared he is.
Yeah.
And he has that passion because of what happened to his parents that is slowly brought out, is just slowly brought out that passion, that hate, I don't want to say hatred, but Neville gets it, and you kind of feel like when you're at Hogwarts, or when you're reading the book and you're pretending you're at Hogwarts. Let's do it, come on. But you feel like that a lot of the kids there don't get it. They're, oh yeah, but Neville was, even when he was part of the DA, he got it. He understood exactly why he was there. And I think Luna, to me, was the same way. That's why I think that was the two names on the panel. Luna never wavered. I mean, that girl, she didn't back down. She never wavered. She might have been a little bit odd, but she was true to herself the whole time, and she was true to her friends and true to the right thing to do.
Yeah, and speaking of Neville, I mean, who didn't cheer when he got his hero moment?
Yes.
I mean, that was a great moment. I mean, he deserved that moment. And speaking of Luna, I loved Luna because she was what she was. She didn't care what anybody thought of her. She was going to do her own thing. And for a while there, she was sort of Harry's window of understanding, because nobody else could see some of the stuff that Harry could besides Luna. So, I mean, she understood things that nobody else could, like with the horses and stuff like that. I forget what they're called. So I don't have to remember all this stuff. I have all of you.
The other thing that I always thought was interesting about Luna, because when we first see her and you get the sense that she doesn't care what other people think, there's almost this naivete. Like, does she realize what people are saying about her? And she does realize, and in the films I think you get a sense that she does find it sad. She'd like to have more friends, but she doesn't let it define her. It's not that she doesn't care, it's not that she's not insecure, it's that she has better stuff to do.
Yeah.
It's that she prioritizes it.
That was a great word, I love it.